All right, here we are, guys. Hole number 8. I wanted to take a look at this and give you guys some shot tips here. So one of the things that you'll see is we got wind straight in the face. I may be able to go driver here. Even with a smaller driver, you could still probably go full driver. I'm actually going to just take off a little. I do have a 283. But you can see we just try to get it and groove it up into this fairway without rolling it through too far. This is going to always create a nice little angle. Now, typically what you might want to do here is you may, instead of playing the wind, you might want to hit just a light draw shot because it's very tough to bring this in. So another thing that I could do is I could probably go standard ball and I could probably hit this 70 club because it's uphill, downwind. It should come in kind of a little bit rock hard here. But as I mentioned, you probably want to bring it in with just a wee bit of a draw here. And sure enough, I was just able to get it there, as I mentioned. You do have to avoid that mound, make sure that it doesn't wind up there. But as I mentioned, I felt that probably wouldn't get there, which was probably a safe thing because you can still see we still got 180 points doing it that way. Instead of playing the wind, we played a cut. We played that draw shot in there. And it made it a little bit easy because had we tried to play the wind there, what's going to end up happening is you need to land left of the hole and there's no room left. So since you can't land it left, you'll probably want to do it that way. And again, straight in the wind here. So with the straight in the wind, I may just take off just a little bit. You may not have to if you don't have a 283. But I want to make sure that, foremost that I don't roll through. And again, this is a very tough wind. It almost requires a draw shot again. And, this time, since it's not as quite angled down, I'm going to be shorter, which is fine. So I might still do this because I'm going to, typically I might need to make just a little bit more of a distance putt. So I'm going to kind of just bring this in full, bring this in with a draw yet again. I know it's going to come up short, but see, this is the time that I was mentioning. Oh, and we actually got a putt out of this. This is even worse. So this is definitely what you want to avoid happening. And this is one of the biggest things that I wanted to mention because look, I have to putt this. Like well, okay, I don't have to putt it. Sometimes they make me. So this is not one. Oh, you know what? It might only be on the green where they make me. So this is going to be favorable because now I'm going to be able to pitch over this mound instead of putting over this mound. However, the distance control is going to be tough. I'm thinking maybe on this fringe surface, not even 3 bars. So I can't even check the power to see if I'm straight back. I can't even check to see if I, pulled straight. But it looks like I did. At least good enough. And you can see I was able to pop that in and get, a couple points there. You can see it's only going to be a 2-star reward. So you have to be mindful of that. Let me just jump in here one more time. See if we can get just a little bit different wind. So here you can see more of a tailwind. If we get the front tee box, we can actually go for this. So one of the things that I can do, I mentioned this, it's probably, something along the lines of a silver tee. I probably can't get there, to be honest with you. So, I'd rather probably just dump this in the bunker if I was going to try it. Or another thing that I can do is not use a grabber ball and just try to let this top spin out. I'm thinking bronze tee. We're going to go slice shot. So let's see if I can get it to run up. So very close. It doesn't look like it quite made it. But you can see I got the right idea. It's funny because this shot it's worth less than me laying up. So when you go for this, you want to make sure that you get it. And you can see it just was short of reaching that green. Even if I roll it onto the green, it's still a less worthy shot than laying up in the fairway and then hitting a green and rack. So that's one of those things that's kind of annoying. Is it's like you end up getting punished for a really good shot. in this game. So I'm hoping that the scoring gets updated just slightly to kind of make that, you know, a better shot. But here you can see we're right around half club. Just try to stay just a little bit on the light end of that. It looks like just not quite enough wind play. And as I mentioned, you know, this is going to not score very well. So 150 plus only 5 foot because I'm in there so tight. I only get 2 stars for that. That's kind of a crock. And I could easily get 3 stars just by laying up. So keep that in mind. Good luck with that hole. I'll catch you guys on 9.